Hi guys, Greg here from Bariatric Guru. I apologize. I said I was going to go live, and when I set up for live streaming, I had to enter an access code, and it's going to take 24 hours. But I am going to put a video here for you anyway. Today's topic is paleo, as promised. I had a lot of people ask me, Greg, what is paleo? So first, let's start at the beginning with the word paleo. Paleo, we go back to our prehistoric man and how we used to eat back in the day. The idea is we've evolved a certain way from apes to our current state. Technology, and when I say technology, I'm talking about not just about, electronics and cars and things like that, but also the way we eat and the processed foods that we eat. Our bodies have not evolved to catch up to that yet. And unfortunately, it's the main issue with obesity and why a lot of bariatrics are having the issues that they're having with obesity. So anyway, to understand paleo, the idea is to go back to the way we evolved eating, to paleo man or the caveman method of eating. So back in the day, we've evolved over millions of years, and we've spread out across the continents. We were nomadic. We used to walk from point A to point B, and along the way, we would pick berries, pick roots, things that we could eat and consume them. And when we could, we would hunt. And then we would feast on those animals. So understanding this is the easiest way to get into paleo, is to think like a caveman. Basically, what would be available to us if we were to go back and eat that way. It's a very easy concept. It is my favorite way to eat. It is my favorite diet. I actually started out this 3 years ago when I started weightlifting. It was a bodybuilder buddy who actually owned a gym that put me onto paleo. It was effective. I did try the keto diet. I got too sick on it. It just didn't make sense to me, and I'm back to paleo, and I'm burning fat again. And again, the reason why, because I go to the gym, I'm physically active, and I eat like this. So back to paleo. So I hope that explains what paleo is. So knowing that and keeping that in mind, what I'm talking about here, the paleo diet, you want to eat like a caveman. So everything is, you want to eat as many vegetables as you can, raw, roots, but you don't want to eat a lot. You want to eat throughout the day, periodically. You want to keep nuts in your drawer at work. Almonds are the best, where you can just grab a handful and eat them, as if you're picking all day long. When you get home, you want to roast your meat. You want to roast chicken, whatever, fish. You want to put it in the oven. You could put a little bit of seasoning on it, for flavor. But the idea is to go as plain. And the reason why, okay, this is important that I say go plain as you can, it eliminates the cravings. So you want to get rid of all processed foods, okay, because we wouldn't have eaten that as a caveman. So when you go out to dinner, this is the easiest way to think. How would a caveman eat? Try and order your meals based on that. Look on the menu. If you see a donut, would donuts be available to a caveman? No, so you don't eat them. Desserts, certain desserts, no. Breads, no. Cavemen didn't make breads. So, they didn't make pastas. So you want to kind of stick to those things in their rawest, most basic form. That's how we used to eat. That's how we've evolved to eat. Technology in the last 20 to 40 years, it's about money now. It's about, getting it on the counters and lasting longer and, staying, it's about life shelf. They don't care about us, guys. It's capitalism. Capitalism is about making money. It's about making profits. So, and unfortunately, studies are fudged. They pay money for these studies and things. So, there's a reason why we have a rise in cancer rates. There's a reason why we have an epidemic in obesity, especially in North America. You'd think, being one of the richest countries in the world, but that's exactly it. These foods are easily accessible to us. The problem with these carbohydrates, these foods, these box foods, anything that comes in a box, is it turns to sugar, and that sugar then is converted to fat. So what we want to do is we want to go as natural as possible, and it ties in with keto. Okay, sorry, my dog. It ties in with keto. It ties in with that concept that we eat a certain way. So if you keep that in mind and you eat real basic, your palate will change. You'll stop getting those cravings. You'll learn to appreciate things like raw spinach. I know it sounds gross, but believe me, I love it now. The guy who taught me paleo, he used to sit at the gym and he would eat raw asparagus, and I used to look at him like, "Are you nuts?" And he'd go, "Oh, I love it." He would just sit there and go, "I love it. Oh, it tastes so good." And once your palate cleans and adjusts, and you start eating this way, you will appreciate the flavor of these foods. And it is the healthiest way to go. So it's not just about losing weight, it's about the right way to eat. It's about eating how we were meant to eat. And when the vegans are going to tell you we weren't meant to eat, listen, you know, vegans, God bless them, I love them. But the vegans are motivated about animals, okay? The vegans' agenda is about the animal. It's not about health. I'm sorry. You know, they can tell you everything they want, and they can quote every study they want because they've spent a fortune on them. But, you know, the truth of the matter is the vegans' main agenda is not to eat animals. They're very, you know, sentimental towards animals. We shouldn't kill them. You know, they feel bad for them, that kind of thing. So, you know, again, I'm talking about realistic health. We eat animals, okay? We eat animals, we eat vegetables, we eat roots, we eat berries, we eat nuts. And that's it. It's very simple. So get your meat, you know, get your fist-sized meat. If you need carbs, do the, you know, the proper carbs like green beans, sweet potatoes, the complex carbs. And if you need a vegetable, it should be 2 fist sizes. So vegetable, meat, and carb. Just like that. Take your fist if you want to measure it out, and that's a meal. That'd be one of your main meals. Eat more in the day, less at night when you settle down, okay? So again, guys, I hope that simplifies it for you. That is paleo in a nutshell. Basically, caveman, we're going to eat it, you know, and that's it. You can do it all day long. You can do it at work. You don't have to be anywhere else. You can keep a bag of nuts in your pocket. You can keep a bag of, you know, grapes, whatever, handy, and just pick at them all day and just, you know, and keep moving if you can. You know, if you're at work, that's great. Go to the gym, go for walks, do that. That's it, guys. I hope I answered that. Sorry about the live. I will go live next time, and I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.